Whew, it's been a while. It's been so long that I still had the info for the Granblue gathering at AX up.
Yeah,
So,
go to that, guys. Just get a time machine.
I mean, it was a fun place to hang out. But that said, it's been a while. We were traveling at various different times, and it was difficult to get together on the right days for this. And so,
Well, I was at Granblue. It's fest for mine.
yeah. So, you said you had a good time. Like, how did you enjoy it compared to when we do fests, like regular fests?
I was able to loot popcorn very often.
Did you also like follow the crowds of hey, suddenly there's a staffer with a blue light, and it's like oh
Oh yeah,
something yeah something's interesting about to happen right there. Like
yeah. That's why I stood at the blue carpet for 30 minutes.
hmm
For the parade at the very end.
yeah, the parade is cool. That is something that I've never stayed for before. I don't know if we've ever had that parade at regular fests because
Uh,
fests.
my favorite part is
Mhm.
Bob.
I'm so envious that you got Bob as one of the new surprise costumes. Like
Yeah, it was Wilderness.
they had so much fun with that. It comes out in the freaking referee costume, like
I was
gets
wondering. I was in the line for Granblue versus just because I needed something to do while waiting for my time for the stage.
uh-huh.
And then I'm like, why do I hear GB versus music but not from the setups? And then like I got out of line, went over to the stage, and I just see Bob as an announcer.
That's so fun. Like I was actually showing Tone the pictures of that stuff at AX, and Tone was like, "That's how you know someone really did this with love because they did it true wrestling style, where like the referee's made out of glass, takes one hit and is just on the ground for the rest of the day." uh,
Yeah, I can't believe they killed Bob though
I can't.
in a sparring match.
In a sparring match, that's true. That is a little unbelievable. Like, how could Narmea and Seifon do this?
It was really funny when they were copying each other. They were saying each other's lines. They really wanted to take Doncho out to get what was it? Utah because we're in Sendai.
Right. But yeah, I mean that's the doing Granblue Fest without time pressure is really nice, and so I'm glad you got to experience that too.
Yeah, it was nice because of the fact that unlike last year where it was like the switching of the stages,
hmm
I could just stay. I was able to just go there without having to like be camping the other stage.
hmm Yeah. All right.
I actually got to see the Dragon Knights come out of one of the sides because they came out not from the stage but from somewhere else.
hmm Yeah. At the fest that I went to, there was the Babunzel where like the Beelzebub cosplayer, and I hope he's recovering well from his hernia. He came out from the second story of the Cagliostro library set, and like the way that they found out he was there, because he didn't announce himself or anything like that. You just heard a woman look up and scream, "There he is!" And so suddenly everybody just looks up, and he's there. Like no warning from a staff member like setting up the set or anything like that. He just came out and waited for people to notice him.
Now, what if that person was planted?
That's actually quite possible.
We've had plants before, Dom.
We have. I've sat next to a couple of them. You
I
also
was next
have.
to you for that.
Yeah. Where they run
They
off.
moved us because they moved us back.
Right. Uh all right. So, meanwhile, in the game of Granblue Fantasy, so the end of June when so what we've had over the last like 10 years of Granblue Fantasy. So when they first did summer, it was like a few summer units, and that included SRs as well as SSRs. And that evolved. They stopped doing SRs after a while, and they started doing summer summons. And there was a graph that you could look at where every year they released more summer units than the previous year. And um,
Well, they
then
found a
they,
way to dilute that graph.
yeah. And so now at the end of June, we have what in Japanese is called dress up. In English, it's called formal, but everyone knows what it is. Like they can name it what they
June
want.
Bride.
It's June Bride. So
After
we,
after having so many images of June brides over the years.
yeah, mostly involving Ilsa, and so like they started the series with Frau and Ilsa. They were available for 2 weeks. They announced the following things. These are planned to only appear in June each year. There will not be an off-season rerun of formal series. They will come back in June. It is very likely they will be available in the seasonal ticket that we get every anniversary. But given that usually you rerun things 6 months off or 5 months off, this overlaps. This period overlaps very badly with Christmas. So they've decided we get these once a year. How do you feel about that part in general? Less summer, create the new series formal.
I do want to see more of these.
Hmm.
The dress up just because it looks really nice.
Yeah.
However, there's no freebie periods between for this area.
True. Um, and then the thing that I was thinking about was that the formal series, like guys in wedding stuff, it's basically guys in suits, and we have that.
So yeah, that
With
was
the
actually
normal
one of the
series.
things
Yeah.
we actually talked about at the stage for at Granblue Fest
Hmm.
was they had made an argument of what do you want to see of a character swimsuit dress up, and I forget the last one, Yukata, there it was.
Hmm.
And then uh Osaka pretty much said, "Yeah, we uh go back and look at the one of the New Year skins for Percival. That's pretty much dress up."
Yeah, that's true. Actually, we go to the outfit shop. There's a Lancelot one too, where he's also like basically um, in a suit that would be suitable for him to be in. Let's see here. It's under.
Yeah, that's why Osaka's went under Summer Yukata because Percival doesn't have a Summer Yukata version.
Right. Where are the? Is it under event? No. New Year, spring. Oh, it's New Year slash spring because of the birthday outfit sets. These are the ones that are basically people in suits, like Lancelot, formally dressed up. Um, we've got well, Poseidon with clothes on. I guess is the thing that makes that dress up.
Yeah.
Dress uniform, yeah. And so yeah, I do wonder if they will have males in this set ever. I don't know, but it would be cool. Uh, but anyway, should we talk about the actual characters?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I do appreciate that this is one of the ways to, fight the bloat of summer units that comes in every year. It's like, hey, let's just have like three less of them. All right.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Summer units nowadays only last their banner.
Yeah, fair enough. All
We
right.
changed that like 2 years ago.
All right. So we start with Ilsa, mostly because I can easily navigate to Ilsa because I have her. Um, so formal wear Ilsa, and we start with once again we go straight to the support skills on these. So she starts with full bridal bullets, not full bridal bullets. She starts with 3 and goes up to 12. I'm sorry. She has low meter gain, always triple
It's a
attack,
35% hit, so normal.
hmm and she has permanent 2-hit flurry with an asterisk. So, depending on the number of gun and bow spec allies in the front, so this is specifically in the front.
Currently present, yes.
So with just her, then everybody gets, um, well, then she gets supplement normal attack damage to herself.
Yeah, it only affects the Go and bow units.
Yeah. With a second one, and you can always have a second one because your MC can always be like a boogeyman or a relic buster or a whatever. Then she and that next ally get chaser.
10%. It's decent for a passive one.
Is it? Oh wait, it's not stacks with everything. It's passive, right? It's character passive.
Character passive, but superior element. So good. Yeah, it's pretty much everything.
Okay,
There's not many things that give you as a passive superior element.
right. Um, so the third one is normal attack hit number increases by one. So this is unique. This is the first time we've seen the wording this way. So for herself, she will go from 2-hit flurry to 3-hit flurry.
And anything that causes flurry will also just be increased by one. So like the CA from which what gun was that?
The exogun, I think,
Yeah, the exo gun.
causes gives 2-hit flurry.
Yeah, so that becomes 3 hit.
Yeah. Um, and so and character then the mercenaries get really weird because they have weird hit numbers. So they will go 2 hits, then 3 hits, then 2 hits. But they're weird. Don't worry about them.
She has 3 red skills. What does that mean? Please
Oh,
go back to
right,
Kupitan.
Kupitan. Yeah, that's right. She has 3 red skills. I can't believe that. Wait, I'm on gun. I need to add bow. There's Kupitan. Yeah, so end cooldown for every other red skill on Kupitan's skill 4. Gwyn does not have a flurry, right? She just has multi-hits nukes. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Well, Grid also has the issue of not recovering some of the useful things.
right. So anyway, and then the last one is the one that it's like it's nice to have, but it's not the feature, the normal attack like the boost damage cap. It's like it's nice
Yeah, that's cool and all. Anyways, Hase is neither bow or
nor gun.
so that I will never see the 10% boost.
The thing for me is that I adored the video that was gun, bow, who cares? Ilsa, you're a mariachi now. And they just do the thing with her in the party and it's just as powerful as normal. She doesn't need other people. It's just that, you know, having all of these around, of course, is very strong. All right. But yeah, so the feature here is celebratory salute. Like at 3 gun or bow characters, like this is you pretty much consider this to be full power, and having an extra hit number on your normals is unique and strong for sure. Um,
Yeah, like
yep.
how many things in water have flurry that is bow gun anyways?
So the big like the elephant in the room is that it's Trey's Velger, which gives your MC.
3 hit flurry, if I remember correctly.
It might be well. I remember the number 4, but it might be because specifically of Ilsa. No,
Okay,
it's
I'm
four. It's
looking
it's
at
4 hit normally. So with Ilsa, it goes to 5 hit.
cool. Anyways, you know how I feel about these weapons.
Yep, that's why I said this is the elephant in the room. But now we go to the Exo gun, which gives 2 hit flurry
Yep,
and
and
is much more
then
common.
let's see here. In water, the only other thing that is a bow gun is you already said it, Millie and
Hmm.
Sally Lau.
And they're very weird about it. Like,
It's only on the second hit.
yeah, but a lot of these characters are very strong burst characters that she can supplement. So her with Erica, like Erica just turns someone else into a strong burst character. Gwyn is the strong burst character on her own, and then for longer fights, she works well with Kupitan. Um, and once again, we go back to the MC. The MC as a boogeyman is an extremely powerful attacker, and getting the boogeyman very regularly gets double strike. So getting double strike and an extra hit of flurry from Ilsa is very strong.
That usually requires you to have C8 or be it have his regular.
Which part? The
The
getting double
extra hit the
strike.
flurry
Hmm.
because you can't. The number of hit number can only affect flurry effects,
Right.
so it
Okay.
doesn't turn your ones into twos.
Oh, is that how that one works for celebratory salute? Because I thought it turns ones into twos. It only affects this would normally only affect her and a C8
Oh no,
exile
never
MC.
mind.
No, I was gonna
It
say
says
okay.
no.
It turns ones into twos. Okay,
I'm just misreading my numbers then
okay,
when I did my testing when I got this character.
got it. Yeah, so now we can actually get into the skills. So how does she get all of the bridal bullets that she wants? Because the payoff for getting all of those bridal bullets um, is gunfire waltz here, where if she has all 12 bullets, it's a 0 turn cooldown because whatever, it just wants to be ready as soon as you get the full bullet count.
Hey man, good thing we had that that thing where zero tunes actually hits in full auto.
Right. So when you get to the full resource, then she gives 1 turn of double strike to herself and the water MC. Notably, the water MC does not need to be gun or bow to take advantage of this as well. And it also does 12 hits.
But it helps
It definitely does.
because we only get bridal bullets from her first two skills.
Yep. So, her first skill, it's a dispel. It's a stackable supplement to skill damage, and
Up to 50k.
yeah, and she gets one of those bridal bullets, and uh, this is under the Grand Zeta rules, where every 3 triple attacks by a gun or bow specialty ally will get her an extra activation, which gives her another bullet. So,
It definitely counts as setup because it carries over between turns.
mhm,
Hence why it can also activate multiple times in a turn too.
mhm. So here's secret.
And
Oh,
my
go
favorite
ahead.
part is when she's gonna kill herself to the reflect from United Fight.
Mhm. Well, I'll honestly, a lot of the time the MC will eat a lot of that, especially with the flurry that she gives an MC if you're a boogeyman. Um, so yeah, so that's one of them. Here's Secret Engagement, which is single big nuke, so it doesn't benefit from the supplement as much. It's minus fire attack, minus water defense. Uh, Supplement damage taken is the big feature here.
Yeah, 3k stacks up 10 times to 30k. But it does have a duration, so you actually have to re-up it.
Hmm. And then the other thing is that the auto activation requires it counts the number of hits dealt by gun or bow specialty water allies. It counts to 60 and then stops counting and then resets for the turn, unlike Rate of Honor. So it needs to have that many hits in a single turn, and then it stops counting because it's a yes or no only. But still, having
You know,
supplement damage taken is real
having
good.
the number of hits by one and a chaser
Hmm.
helps a lot.
Yeah. And then the thing is that even without Kupitan, her CA ends the cooldown of skills 1 and 2 also. So you
You
are
know, actual
blasting.
useful CAs.
Yeah, you are blasting with this character. She has 2 different ways to get Rate of Honor and Secret Engagement out each. And she kind of needs them because the way that she's designed, you need to cast them 9 times or activate them 9 times before you get to before skill 3 is a skill.
Quote unquote need.
Yeah, she's perfectly fine without Gunfire Waltz. Like just this passive here, and she's very strong.
Things to note: if she dies and revives, she goes back to three brighter bullets. So that's nice.
I'm trying to remember what the rules are for Gwyn when she dies and revives. I don't think she gets cells back.
I found where the only other character in water that doesn't stack with Ilsa.
Is it Water Narmea?
No, it's not Yatima.
Oh, right. It's Yatima. Okay.
What I've known from my testing, don't have this character.
Uh, the situations where I use Ilsa are not the situations where I would use Yatima at the moment. They they have somewhat duplicated um, abilities in terms of just like Yatima also spams dispels with her nuke, but yeah, yeah. Anyway, there's so the things that I do, I would not necessarily put them on the same team. That said, they can do just fine on the same team. But anyway, so that's the Ilsa package. It's quite a package. Like she really does reward. She can do CA off just fine. With CA on, it's essentially just making up for the lost turns of where you would normally be just spamming multi-hit normal attacks by giving you like her nukes back and everything. And so, yeah.
All right, time now for me to talk about the biggest issue I have with having the bridals or the dressed up versions the way they are.
All right.
Please go to her weapon.
Yeah. All right. Crate weapons gun. Bridekeeper. So it's got Fandango. It's got Strike Water, which is a supplement attack. Oh, let me go to the journal version of this.
It is boost normal damage cap. Please note there are only four weapons in the game that have this.
And one of them is actually, let's see, how many of them actually have the strike one? So I cannot name them off the top of my head.
Okay, so what was her face? Raziel,
Okay, yeah. So right, the Summer Raziel. Oh, the umbrella
Holiday
gun.
Quatre,
Okay.
Yukata Seophon.
Hmm.
I now have a really big issue with like putting strike on weapons.
Yeah. They have not put them on things that are regular to get. I
Anyways, you want to go
understand.
to the next issue?
Which one?
Please go down to the next skill.
Oh yeah, prowess. Supplement
There's only
damage.
two weapons that have this.
This is one of them.
Uh, you want to guess the other one?
You already said you gotta say a fun.
That
Is
no,
it
that he does not. That one does not have prowess. That has strike.
okay? Uh, I'm I'm not sure.
Basara.
Oh, over in Light Katana. Caney Fortis. Oh,
Basara I
it's the
can
first one.
forgive because he will come back in the banner very often.
Yeah, he comes back every month. Something that is that strong being once a year and exactly once a year is some FOMO farming for sure.
It feels bad.
Yep. All right. So I did not get Frau, so you'll have to tell me about her. Uh,
What I wish about her is that I wish I have a summer character came out earlier this year.
um, let's see here.
Luhu,
The Earth one?
correct.
Right, because she is Earth. That's right. So, let's see here. I will
So
just
yeah,
open the wiki page now.
the thing is with her is that you specifically need a melee specialty ally doing skill damage. She counts herself.
Right.
The one with the most spammable one is actually Luo when he CA loops.
Right. You were mentioning this when you were like showing other people's things. So the team that I remember was basically two meter batteries, Luo and her. Was that
Yeah,
okay? So let's see here. So yeah, when a melee
because
specialty Earth ally uses a damage skill, so it has to be cast then, and it has
it has to be cast
and Luo gets to press them twice a turn.
and and refreshes.
Right. So get a bewitching petal. At the end of the turn, when she has five, then she gets a level of Devil's Bride, which gives her and the MC multi attack and skill specs, along with skill amp, and
Yeah,
gives her all of her
that's
skills
nice.
back.
The fact that she gets her skills back means that she just needs to find a way to get two more skills the next turn. In full auto, that is a pipe dream unless you have Luo,
It's specifically Luo. I see.
because Lobelia only casts one per turn.
Yeah. Um, and then very, very occasionally he's allowed to cast the skill 4, which isn't enough for this design.
Nope, because he can't. That one is not a link skill.
Hmm. And yeah, so her CA doesn't reset her skills in order to try and feed herself because she
Nope,
has
it
this
just
thing here.
increases their skill damage and cap. That
And
I sure we're putting that in this day and age.
yeah, I think Lobelia does this by existing, basically.
Yeah,
All right. So yeah, that's the other thing is that you were talking about is that a bunch of her stuff asks for Devil's Bride to be 5. And if you're not running specifically a CA loop with Luo, that won't happen until like turn 10,
it's not
9?
even Devil's Bride. It's getting yourself to Bewitching 5, so you
Mhm.
just get your skill cooldowns back.
Right.
And it's like the only thing that Devil's Bride does is double her hits. It doesn't double activations.
Oh, geez. I didn't notice that part because the part about regular Frau that's awesome is that she double casts, so you get rid of two debuffs. You put on two of the like Nightmare Temptation debuff, which is actually a pretty mighty debuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, so this one she only
yeah,
dis. Oh,
and
go ahead.
your reactive spell is to clear yourself, not to dispel,
Mm,
which is also good on as good as a thing, but your use cases become more and more limited.
yeah, and then the debuff that she. So this is basically the thing that separates her from her evoker version, where
Oh, we get you to cast debuffs every turn at least.
yeah. So debuff every turn, up to 30% attack and defense down, 30% debuff resistance down,
Yeah, this is the one
special
that
damage
has
down.
activations, but its activation is upon each cast,
Hmm.
so it's good, but
Right. Because for
I like
example,
to dispel.
yeah, also like there's a lot of mileage from characters like Raziel who just attack and debuff, or um,
She does that at
Makora.
dispels too.
Yeah, Makora also just debuffs by attacking, and she does it twice. All right. Anything else to say about this, or are we just gonna move on? Because it's
There's a reason why she's the one that's weaker of the two,
yeah.
and her weapon is medium tempering and healing. Cool.
Because it's like the you're not actually even rewarded very well for your MC being melee, because
Nope. Your reward is existing, I guess. Because if you're at that point, you don't need if you're using Luo, you don't need your MC to be melee at all.
Yeah, and not just that, but like there's no melee class that resets its red skill cooldowns for her purposes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
They literally made a really big banger, and then they made Frau.
mhm. All right. So that is two. We now move on to going ahead and going to the next set of characters that just came out.
And then we're gonna do Rise of the Beast.
We can do that instead. That is the chronological one. So Rise of the Beast just finished. And one of the things that we were talking about way back when they introduced the Rise of the Beast summons, that we said these suck, never get them. And the reason that we said that was because let's Pride of the Ascendant. Here we
They
go
didn't
to
do anything. They were kind of uh long.
not only did they not do anything, but they cost a finite resource that was actively preventing you from getting gold bricks or what else was it? It was gold bricks or perpetuity rings, both of which are more useful than these summons just sitting there. Um, it was under power up items. Yeah, gold bricks and perpetuity rings are the main use for these things. Um, so their solution to that is that as part of the ongoing Rise of the Beasts storyline, they added in exactly two fights for Rise of the Beasts. Well, there's a third fight that also got added, but this is not part of the summon conversation. So they created Proud Plus in order to specifically uncap the bird and turtle to 5 stars. These fights can be done once ever, and they will give you the exact things that you need to one purchase the um, summons. So it gives you the two 4 symbol stones, and it gives you the item to well, it gives you the opportunity to uncap them with the fifth thing, because it's one of those like it was some soul cores and some other Rise of the Beast stuff,
10
and
soul
then
cores, 20 of the feathers, or whatever was the uncap for
yeah,
that unit, and then the soul stone, which you get from that fight.
yes. So the new thing that you got was specifically, let's go take a look at where I put my bird.
A
Oh
sub
wait, there it
aura.
is, a sub aura. So the sub aura says 20% boost to all fire allies fire attack. If I was reading it right, that's counted um, as the same modifier as having like Agni at 250 or so. So if you
It was
are,
20%. Yeah.
yeah, and so it in the exact same situations where you would have put Agni in a sub, now you can do it on a free summon. So that's something. All right,
Yeah, because of the sub aura, you could also just put it in the sub summon slot.
mhm. And then the next part is, so it takes their Cardinal Saint, gives them attack and defense,
30% perpetuity, 30% defense.
and amplifies the damage that they specifically deal. Um, and so if like if you're in that intermediate stage of the game where where you are using all of the saints and you don't have like a very full summon selection, this is pretty nice for free. You know?
Yeah, I've been using the fire one because I actually do run Chi because she just does so much skill damage, meter gain, etc.
Yeah. We've talked about this before, where Uriki has an unfortunate position of being a tank in water, but not like a great tank. She's sort of a sacrificial tank, so
And she
amplifying the
does fine. She actually does fine if you just see
yeah,
a loop.
true.
Yeah, it actually is that you just never take damage unless they somehow get past being fire.
Hmm. But anyway, but it also came with a new story, a very short story. I was a little surprised about how short it was, but
Well, yeah, it
presumably,
was a crossfade pretty much.
yeah, it was basically a Crossfade episode that acknowledges like, oh yeah, Uruki, since her story came last and revealed a whole bunch of stuff that she was keeping from the other saints. It's basically her going, hey, I was keeping stuff from you and I'm sorry. And then it sets up for the next story, which will be Shushuku and Ami. I'm excited for the Ami one because I actively use Ami also because she's a good debuffer. Um, and then I'm not sure if they'll do Piju and Koku at once or if they'll do one at a time again. I'm not sure, but in a couple of Rise of the Beasts, we will have completed this. I really do wonder what they'll do after the four cardinal summons because the other summons involved in this um, have very specifically never been given a 4-star uncap even because Keelan's would break the
One was
game.
the most broke. One was the most broken summon in the game,
Yeah, and the other's Huang Long.
and then Huang Long exists.
Huang Long's fine. However, it's been, outdone in recent years.
They literally made these other things just elemental Huang Long.
Yeah. So I really do wonder what's in the future for this like Dark Pony specifically, or if they'll even bother with the Dark Pony and just do a new summon, or not even do a summon. There's a lot they can do, and I don't know. I don't know how I'd do it.
I would choose to abstain from actually doing anything with that summon.
Yeah, I would too. It took them many years to try and figure out ways around it, and then realize no, there's no way around this. We
Look,
must nerf this.
even though we have sub auras nowadays,
Hmm.
if I could have 4 Keelings, I would.
Yep. Uh, let's see here. So yeah, I do wonder. I do wonder how they'll do the parts of the story after they do the Four Saints. We'll find out in 2 runs of Rise of the Beasts. All right. Do you want to go on to the characters next, or do you want to go on to the fight that just came out?
Let's go with the fight because I don't know much about it.
Uh, I actually had a lot of fun with this fight, honestly. So the new fight that they did is the Otherworld Violet Knight. And so the concept of the Otherworld Violet Knight is so one, I will start by saying that the previous Violet Knight was one of my least favorite of this series because the previous Violet Knight came in and limited the number of buttons you could press for the entire fight. And I do not find that very fun. Like, it constricted a lot of design and stuff like that in terms of party makeup. The new version of Otherworld Violet Knight I actually find quite interesting. So the fight essentially is every 20% is a new fight. And what he does is that every time that you start a new phase, he will put a debuff that says if you do not end this phase in 5 turns, these 2 characters will die. However, his phase transition thing removes that debuff and then puts it on new characters. So essentially, you have checkpoints. You have 5 turns to get to 80%. Then from there, he then swaps out 2 of your characters with the back. So at 80%, he swaps your position 3 and your position 4 with your backline. Then he switches like your position 1 and your position 4 with the new backline. Like he swaps your characters in and out every 20%. And it really makes team building interesting because each phase has a different way of mitigating the damage he takes. So for the first part of the fight, you need to do a certain number of hits before he takes normal damage. So you're encouraged to do a lot of little hits, usually skill or like you summon Galleon or something like that. And you do a lot of little hits, and then you can do normal damage to him, and then that gets him down to low health, and he swaps out. Then, after that, he reflects. and you wear down the reflect. Like it's one of those reflects where it's not dispelled. It's by doing mechanics, it naturally does less. You need to for every 6 debuffs and or dispels that you inflict, then it goes the reflect gets weaker. So you're rewarded for those two characters in the back being like big hitters or debuffers or something like that. And then from there it switches back and forth, and your party every 5 turns changes. So he swaps like positions 3 and 4. The hardest part is when he switches your MC out. Your MC switches out for one phase of the fight, and then switches back in and is still there for the rest of the fight.
I see it, the 60% trigger.
Yeah. So I actually took a few tries to figure out how to go from 60 to 40 in enough time. Um, and anyway, so it was a lot of fun
That
for
was
me.
that
Yeah.
that one's also number of hits.
hmm So it's like number of hits, and then after that take normal damage. So yeah, it was a really interesting design um, in terms of like team building. So it's like you want in the back, I put Lobelia because, and then so when Lobelia swaps in, you get to get your skills back. And then I'm like, who should the other person be? Because I was actually having trouble with having Kaim as the second one who comes in, and so like it was really interesting in general. I enjoyed that concept, and I also enjoyed the fact that you could press buttons until they only bring the your button presses are constricted for the last 20%. And so it's like this is the last part of the fight. This is like you have 3 button presses a person left or something like that. He gives you a number and it counts down and then it silences you after you've pressed that many buttons. But I did like the switching back and forth between modes and having different characters so that you don't have to have characters who do everything. You can have characters there for a single phase. They swap out, characters come back in, characters leave. Like, you could I put Sidala in position 2 so that they could start debuffing and dispelling on the 80% to 60% phase, stuff like that. It was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it looks like an actual real cool fight because
Yeah.
actually you think about mechanics, it's just a free fight too, so it's like nothing's really on the line.
Yeah, there's no stress. And so yeah, I enjoyed this one. It would probably make an awful raid. So, this is definitely a
If they
single
make this
player
a raid,
fun.
I will quit certain things like raiding.
Yeah, this is definitely something that has to be single player. So, um, yeah, the next raid that
I like the last phase is third turn you die.
is it 3 turns to the end for last
The
phase?
Void Violet is third turn of phase, last phase.
Okay. Yeah, I just know that it's the last part, and I pressed 3 buttons and just unloaded.
Yeah, and then you don't want to be hit by shadowed
Oh,
from Fatal Impact.
yeah. Like that was basically where I just pulled out all the stops. I was like, okay, this guy needs to die now. I don't think he has a damage mitigation
No,
in the last
there's no
phase.
damage in
Yeah,
last one.
yeah. So you don't have to do any gimmicks. You just have 3 turns to kill him before he kills you. A very classic like MMO design.
he does give you some challenge along the way, including if you don't if you let him keep you double strike.
Ugh, yeah. But yeah, the team that I ended up using was like Sidala and like Lobelia, Kaim. I didn't end up using Arulumea. I tried, but she wasn't letting me through enough of the like hit point, like the hit count thresholds, and
Yeah,
so it
because
was like,
she has no hit count.
yeah.
She's a great defensive character if you know you're fighting water, but
He also doesn't. He does dark damage mixed in with all of that, so yeah,
yeah, that's the otherworldly part, right?
yeah. I actually tried chicken for a little bit because having exactly 3 turns with an extra chaser was pretty useful. But yeah, it was an interestingly designed thing. Um, I hope that the next set of Pride of the Ascendants have fun like that.
Yeah, that also requires them to like give us this regularly.
Yeah, it would have been a year since the previous one.
It's been about. It was Cherub, right?
Cherub was one of the first ones. It was like, was it Maxwell? I can't remember when the previous ones were.
At least this one I can't full auto.
Yeah.
The other ones were very. A lot of them nowadays are very full autoable.
hmm Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I honestly did. Like I've been on a break from doing anything like high end and non full auto, but I sat down for a couple hours and experimented. Didn't really watch any videos. Didn't like copy anybody's strategies and just tried it for a while and like actually read things and it was fun.
I kind of want them to do something like this for a normal Granblue Fest instead of the just the stupid damage tests.
Yeah, I agree.
Because literally both times were just water. Just play water.
hmm And so
One was Face Bagel, the second one was CA Loop with the best water CA team.
um, that kind of applies to the mastery trials too, right? Where it's like, all right, so actually for the first one, people still bring both light and dark to the martial mastery trial. But when it came to the esoteric mastery trial, people were like, the water team is just so much easier to play than the earth team,
Then
and
literally Earth, yeah.
and so people just only bring water basically to esoteric mastery trial. And
That
then
and
we
also you get water gets the seraphic bonus because it is actually fire,
hmm
unlike Earth, which doesn't. They have
yeah.
to have Kaiman come in, and then even then,
hmm
it's I don't know. I don't like Esoteric at all.
Yeah, we've talked about that one. So the one that's coming up, it's going to be split between wind and fire. Um, and like
They
people,
better make that thing Earth. I'll let that said now. They better let that thing be Earth then.
and so the thing was that people were just going like, but if you bring fire, then why would you ever bring wind?
Yep, that's why I said you better make that thing Earth.
Yeah. Um, and so yeah, we'll see what happens with that. That comes next week. Uh, which leads us into this current Flash Gala because we'll start with the summon. Uh,
Woo!
the one that got me censored on Blue Sky, by the way. I still find that
Oh
funny.
yeah, I saw.
Yeah. So, Summer Bastet. Um,
Yeah, we're not uncommon to having a summer summon. Like
yeah.
last year was last year Bubs.
I want to say yes. Summer
It
Bales
was either
above.
that or the year before. I forget. I remember taking. I remember back when we were doing the Mjolnir stuff. I actually did get a Bubs.
Summer Bales above was 2024, so that is correct. All right,
I
but
I miss my Mjolnir stupidness. Anyways,
at least they refunded you,
they did not refund me on my Bubs.
not on the bubs. Um, all right. So Summer Bastet is doing something that had been it is breaking a pattern that has been in place for geez 6 years.
First is raising the Zero of the game. To be fair, that's been going on for the past like 6 years since Belial.
Yeah, so 6 years was when we got 5-star the sun. So 8 years was when we got the sun regular. And then 7 years ago we got 4-star the sun, which is basically the major thing that you got out of it. Like the difference between 4-star and 5-star is just the evoker. So now, in order to catch wind up to a defining piece of fire burst, specifically fire burst, and something that has put fire above most other elements in terms of one turn burst stuff, you just have summon wind allies in the first and second position, and then once you uncap this, it's also the third position.
It's
They
literally
double.
the sun.
Yeah, it's the sun with a sub that gives dispel cancel instead of a boost to damage.
And strength. Strength is nice,
Yeah.
in case you need the extra push.
hmm And so if you are,
But
yep, go ahead.
we're on a summer summon.
hmm Because
Hmm.
we were talking about how like the what is it, Soul Invoker and Tetragod? It's Tetragod. This series is always going to be around. So I have this just sitting at 0 stars. And it's like, it'll happen when it happens. Like I
It's,
main water and I don't feel the need to like throw in
it's
on
a side
this.
upgrade. And
Yeah.
also, if you lose enough HP, it becomes turned off.
Yep. And then the thing about the sun that has made it a defining part of fire for all 8 years of its existence is that um, while it
It's
does
free.
while it does cost you sunlight stones, it does not cost you anything other than sunlight stones.
It costs you your time in Arcarum. That's it.
Which to some people is a bigger cost than your sunlight stones.
Somehow, yeah.
But yeah, like this has defined the game for the entire time it's been out. Um, and putting it on, going from it being free to having the ability to replicate it, but on a summer summon is yeah, you. It's the same thing that we were noting with the Bride Keeper. So they really, really want you to just go in on this summer after
It's,
other
it's
people
not
went
even
in
this
on
summer. It's this banner.
yeah. I got sucked dry by this banner. It wasn't for Bastet though. So should we
I
go
mean,
talk?
yeah.
So we talked about Fire Burst. This character is the opposite of Fire Burst. Let's go to it
Excuse
too.
me. Excuse me. Please look at a CA.
The CA does 10 hits of bonus fire damage.
Yeah, and we're also the one with the Yule Katana.
hmm he's the opposite of the Sunburst because the sun doesn't work on this character. So you put him in the fourth position. But still,
You're always gonna put him fourth position. Ankh only works on the other three characters.
yeah. So I really enjoy this design. So Sandstorm Crown at the battle start, he's got Royal Shroud on. So it's the equivalent of um, his raid fight where he hides behind the sandstorm and just reflects you for a while.
Oh
So
yeah, the 50%, I think.
yeah. So when the fight has just started, he cannot normal attack. Emphasis on the normal part. He has a reflect. When he takes damage, he gains extra meter. When he's
He gets 100% more meter.
Mhm. uh
That barely comes up unless you get hit really hard.
yeah. Um, when he's targeted at all, he casts his skill 1 in place of attacking. And then when he reaches 10 stacks of his special buff, which he gets when other fire allies CA, then he gets to Snake Flame Authority level 10. And then he can join the fight as something other than just a passive member who can CA. And when he takes off the shroud, he gets attack and defense up.
30% attack, perpetuity, 150% defense.
150% is actually a higher number than I was expecting. He always triple attacks, although that that's a little like less relevant because of how we're using him. Uh,
Yeah, it's for the off turns if you're not using by specific team.
right. He refreshes and uplifts on himself.
Yeah, the refresh is 2K, the uplift is 10. The reason why it's these numbers is because well, he can't do Ankh only does everybody else.
hmm
So he needs to find a way to also heal himself and refresh and uplift.
Right. And every turn he starts casting Fennex.
What does FedEx do? We didn't talk about that part yet.
So it's a really big nuke.
820K cap by base.
Um, it does a single debuff, and everybody. So this one doesn't say other. Everybody on the fire team gains 20% meter. So he gets what 30 meter a turn just for taking the cloak off because
Yeah.
he has the uplift and he shoots this. Yeah. Um. So yeah, what he also does while he's still got the cloak on is that he's got the Ankh that you mentioned. So it's a significant defense boost to the rest of the team.
All right, numbers 50% defense, 50% healing, 50% healing cap, a
Hmm.
thousand refresh, 10% uplift.
And cannot be removed permanent. So that
I
is
think that's like implicit in most things like
right.
this powerful nowadays.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then we complain about it.
Because he can't recast it. Yeah, it's just a press it once and then forget it existed. It is just part of his kit. All right. And then so he can cast this one. He casts this on turn one. He uses Fenix to try and accelerate his CAing. Um, and then the other reward for getting 10 CAs from other fire characters is everybody else gets 200% meter and
CA reactivate.
CA reactivate. So
This
on
one's
turn,
castable. It comes back every 15 turns and doesn't get cheated, but that'd be stupid if you could cheat this number.
yeah. Um, Given that this is basically like the Seathon level 3 but better, not level 3, the skill 3, because Seathon grants 100 meter to everybody and gives you some cap boosts and stuff like that. Atum gives you 200 meter in case you're a samurai, uh, or Zeta. It gives you CA reactivate.
That's really useful on Zeta.
Um,
Actually, Ether meter.
yeah, and then yeah. So on
To be
go ahead.
fair, in which Sanopon was this that you're talking about? It's white, right?
We're talking about light Sandalphon, or
You said Zenithon.
for which one? The oh, I said Seathon.
Oh, Seaphon.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, there's nothing fair.
It's a shorter cooldown on the Seathon one.
Yeah. Also, he has the chain reactions, so
Yeah, it's different. He's
that's the fair part.
all right. So basically, by pressing this button, he provides minimum six, um, six of the Snake Flame authorities that you need to get him to 10. If
No, you cannot.
Why is that?
Please read the blue text.
Oh yeah, that's right. It can only be activated. I already said that. So he, so that's the requirement. That's right. That's right. I'm sorry. So he instead, the only thing that helps him get the thing off on his own is pressing skill one.
And being targeted.
Right. So you want the rest of the team to help him get to the point where he can take the thing off.
Yeah, good thing there's a class called Kengo, which gives you more meter,
And also
has
like
200 meter.
there's some really fun fire CA characters that let's see here. So
Like right now, my team right now is Antheria, Chi-Chi, and this dude.
I'm gonna be well, I don't know. Sato's awkward without another source of singed, so probably not Sato. Um, but like,
Sazo's fine because she dispels.
mhm, probably Sevelbara.
Selvar is a good character.
Yeah.
He likes looking at chains. This character, we haven't even talked about the full kit yet, by the way.
Oh
The
yeah, we didn't go
CA,
through the whole thing.
The CA does 10 hit nuke, removes a buff, does 50% accuracy for 3 turns after, and becomes unworldly because it needed that when you're at Authority 10.
Hmm.
Not only that, every time a different fire ally CAs from him, other than raising authority, is he does a nuke. And the nuke is 635k. This adds up.
Yeah,
He does the most skill damage in my team. He's not even the one attacking.
right. He yeah, I call it the first time I saw this was and used it was on Summer Fediel, and it's very strong on her too. And yeah, this guy's really
Yeah,
good.
can you look at Anthuria's skill 4 real quick?
Let's go take a look at Harp. Thuria, skill 4. Oh yeah, she and the MC. Well, yeah. So Wings of Flame effect to caster and Fire MC, which is fire bonus fire damage on charge attack. That's right. And she gets
Same
CA
number.
reactivation. Is
It's
it?
also
Okay.
635k.
So they
Guess
both do the
what?
thing. All right.
Correct.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
It's a lot of skill damage on a team that's CAing. If Chichiri gets hit, she does more skill damage.
Hmm. Yeah. So.
If he gets targeted in the first steps, it triggers. When I did my testing, I at
Hmm.
the end of turn 2 with this specific team, I was able to he was able to start going off on turn 3. Yeah, otherwise, usually turn 3 is when it happened with that specific team.
Right. Because yeah, like it's one of those things where the last time that we really saw a fight and team that was encouraged to go fire CA was against Raw specifically, because whenever you press a red button, she gives you meter. And so we were using that to cobble together some pretty funny CA loops with, things like, where are you?
Luffy.
Shinsengumi from Gintama, Luffy, yeah. Um, but now you use
This
the
character
two
is
of.
just super self-sufficient in getting everybody meter.
Hmm.
If you run the Antheria engine, then also you get more meter.
Yeah, I just finished my spark for him today because I have enjoyed CA style fire, and so I'm glad to support it.
Here it is. Quick step, hype 4. You get 10 more meter. That's not an uplift, because which you need that because uplift does not be it gets overridden by your already uplift from the Ankh.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm just looking through ooh, gain supplemental damage. Yes. Yes, we're wearing this one.
Yeah, right now I call like enough supplemental damage around
Mhm.
that it just looks stupid.
I'll probably change the skill on this artifact, but still, I'm looking forward to using him. I just got him today, so I haven't used him yet. But anyway,
Yeah, he's really good.
yeah. So the last piece of this in terms
His
of
his
releases,
weapon exists. You don't want
yeah.
duplicates of this weapon.
So it's progression and okay.
Yeah,
Moving
it's pretty
on.
bad.
Moving on. We go to Korwa. So this is Yukata Korwa, and for once, it is not us immediately going to the passives. Um, so the Korwa classic is that she has thread and she uses the thread to buff people. The unique thing about this Korwa is that her blue and red do not target. So here's blue. Blue cares about the character in front of her. So she starts with 10. Pressing this button at all costs all of it. It provides substitute to the person in front of her. It's an all
It's
sub.
all allies for 2 turns.
Hmm. It gives debuff resist, which I'm guessing is 100%.
Correct. For 2 turns.
Uh, and also gives armor. I actually don't know what I would give the armor
It's
number.
it's 50%.
Okay, so
That's
you
actually
take
higher than most armored.
right, and then so here's the weird. This is the part that's hard. So additional effect from the second cast. So what you need to get 10 more blue thread, and then that character on this cast will get full force counter, 6 hits, which is a lot. That's more than Eliza, Summer Eliza gets, and I love that character. And then if you've managed to build up a 20th blue fill,
How?
good question, then the character gets
It, it,
undying.
it, even the hardest fight in the game doesn't last that long.
That said, and this is the easy one to trigger because she gets blue fill back when the person in front of her gets targeted at all. And given that the character is all subbing for 2 turns, that's 2 guaranteed coming back.
Well, she also gets it passively each turn,
Yeah,
so it just speeds up from 10 turns to 5
right.
at best.
So turn 11, you will get this a third time.
I thought it was turn 6. Oh no, the third time, yeah.
The third
At
time.
best case
At
scenario.
best case scenario, the character has been targeted every turn. Now we move on to the second one, the red thread. So she starts with 10, it eats 10. The person next to her in line, after her, gets the following things for 2 turns: triple attack, bonus light damage, which is 50%, pretty significant, pretty dang significant, um, and 3-hit flurry.
Oh, that's pretty good.
The second cast, which is the one that's mildly reasonable to get, gives um, 1 turn assassin. So, um, and then the third one, which I don't think I'll ever see, is that then when she casts this, then they attack out of turn
So, how do you repel this?
by multi-striking, not multi-attacking, but multi-striking. So, um,
So, we have a new best friend
is it Bunny?
for Makura.
Yeah.
That's literally the only one person who could, like, consistently multi-strike
if you
in light
have
specifically.
if you have the exact setup, then Geisenborger can sustain it, but that takes up a lot of character slots to do that because you need to
You
sacrifice
had to
into
kill
him.
somebody,
You have to kill somebody instead of swap, and yeah,
and his multi-strike only lasts 3 turns.
yep. You actually have to then CA with him in order to cut the cooldown. So yeah,
On a character who has lower charge bar. I understand. Anyways, Bunny.
yeah. Back to Bunny and whoever Bunny swaps into.
No, we're not swapping at all.
Oh, I love swapping
Let's be
bunnies in
honest. If
Toya.
you swap Bunny, you have a chance of losing your multi-strike.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, that one's harder to do. It's doable. Um, and then yeah, the
But
rest of this,
three hit flurry for 2 turns is really big.
yeah, along with that chaser and everything.
I feel like wait, it's 2 turns. I feel like you extend that.
It does not say that it cannot be extended.
Hmm. Hello, hello, my not berserker. What's the class?
Viking.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Viking with that skill.
so the thing is though, you were talking about how if you swap out of bunny, then the bunny won't like the character will have a chance of not keeping the buff. Well, what if you had 3 turns of all sub on another character?
Yeah, there's 2 turns where it's scary,
Yeah, it's fair enough.
and you only need to get hit twice.
All right. And then the rest of this character is that she gives herself CA stand instant CA, and she gives herself a heal because her CA doesn't do damage. She heals.
There's literally only one Korwa that does damage
It's
on
the S.
CA
It's the SR. I remember
because
this one.
it's not real.
Yeah. Also,
That was a fever dream.
that fact has broken the game before. That is one of my
True.
favorite pieces of trivia. All right. Anyway, so her CA heals. It removes a debuff. It gives the spell cancel. It gives stackable attack and damage up. Sure. All right. And it gives
Damage cap
her,
though.
yeah, the damage cap is nice. And it gives her one blue and one red back. So, around 10
That's all
turn.
right.
That's all right.
Yeah, it actually speeds up the clock by a lot.
Yeah. Like this character is kind of a fun puzzle, right? Because you want her on a team where the character in front of her doesn't mind being targeted by everything 40 to 50, 60% of the time.
Ah, Geisenborger.
And then the person after her wants as much just wants to multi attack and auto.
Ah, Geisenborger.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one. But yeah,
Can we
it's
have
just
3 Geisenborgers? Want to keep in the backline so we don't die?
so two guys. What about two Geisenborgers and a Greya to keep the Geisenborgers from killing themselves?
Yeah, but then you need, but then that grade would take place Korwa.
Because you're gonna run out of yellow skills to keep Geisenborger alive
Oh
with
yeah, that's
that
true.
many Geisenborgers.
Ah, Uni.
There you go. A
Yeah,
Uni, a
aka the better,
Korwa, and two
aka
Geisenborgers.
aka the better Greya.
Yeah. Anyway, like I appreciate this design. It's very fun.
Yeah, and you're on light, so you don't have multi attack problems at all.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Hey, look, it's the strike um weapon.
yeah, it's a fifth strike weapon.
Yeah,
Uh,
on the
we
happy
are
ending quill.
missing what? Wind, wind strike.
I have a feeling that will be a different story in about a month. But we'll
Yep. And you know what? It'll probably be the next summer character. Let's be honest, because all these characters are limited.
hmm All right. I wonder what Cassius will be, because Cassius is currently just dark and water. I think.
Dark and water
Yeah. So we
and
have.
dark.
Yeah. So we have another Cassius coming. That's the thing that we have announced. I mean, next month is going to be Hunter x Hunter. We'll talk about that one when it's time.
I remember being in the crowd. I was at the front, and I was just like had my phone underneath my jackets, and I just typed Hunter x Hunter.
Oh man.
I'm like, it's Hunter x Hunter. We went back to jump.
Um. Yeah, I've heard
Oh wait, no,
stories.
there's a SR Fire Cassius. He's Yokata.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, he has Ramune.
Male, he's other, isn't he? Yeah.
He's
SR.
out there because he's from
Okay.
the moon.
There he is. Hey, I have every version of Cassius. It's not that difficult. One of them was free. Two of them were free.
Two of them are free.
Yeah. And then this one, it took me several years to get. Anyway, so that covers the news. I think we've done it.
I think so.
Phew. So next week, it is going to be a like it's going to be a blast from the past because they have a they have kind of an interesting design crossroads ahead of them because they have a very outdated character kit to update. And I'm very curious how they're going to do it because here we go. It's Drang. He's getting us a long awaited 5 star. It's been a while since we had a grand 5 star at all. I do not know when the last one was. I forgot to look it up. I'll have that answer next week. Um, but he's one of the characters who it's him and Drang. They were designed the same way. They have blue stance, red stance.
Big storm drawing.
And yeah, like this
You know
character
they're
used to be a lot
completely
of fun.
reworking this kid.
Yeah. So
Let's be honest. Every one of these old kids that we had have been completely reworked.
yeah. So we'll find out. We'll find out what they do with him. I'm very curious about it because the character is fun and also hasn't been around in a while. So I'm a
Weekend
little.
has the information. It was Lucio in 2024
It was Lucio. That's right.
for that United fight. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at least he was in time for United fight. Unlike Atum.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that'll be next week. We'll also have the new mastery trial. We'll have 3 new class champion weapons. We'll see if any of them manage to match the energy of um, Viking and Onmyo, which are my 2 favorites.
I have
But
not made the Omeo because I hate this fight.
yeah, the mariachi one will be very important.
Oh,
We were
Lexio was
talking.
August.
Oh, was it? It was it Alex? Okay. So it's been basically a full year since our last one.
Why did I look up summer? Yeah, August 27th.
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
also in time for United fight to work correctly.
Yes, I believe so.
Because I
So,
believe I used her during that time.
but yeah, so we have that, and then um, we will have a very interesting August because that will be the summer stream.
Guess what? It's during Evo.
Again, I'm used to it.
This time I won't be with you.
Yeah. I will be at a friend's place in Las Vegas for stable internet and also not to wake anybody up because it'll be in the middle of the night, and then I will probably nap and then go straight back to Evo in order to watch the trailer for presumably Willness.
I will not be available to moderate your stream because me and my boys are gonna be watching NEI.
NEI or Annie?
NEI.
Okay. Well, cool. I mean, have fun. You, your your trips are getting longer. It's very very interesting. It's a little wild. I'm at once envious and also like I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't be able to do it.
I would. It's called I don't like certain things that are happening right now in the world, so
Oh, I
I'm
don't
escaping.
either. I don't either. But my escapes are different than your escapes, because I have a lot of family around that I spend a lot of time with. So anyway, boy, that's done.